Hello, and welcome to a special edition of Movies with Mom. This is my mother, Chris Anderson. My name is Elena Anderson, and hello. Probably wondering why we're wearing masks and gloves today, and why we're sitting. Distancing. Yeah, this is why we're sitting so far apart right now. Social distancing, in response to the COVID-19 coronavirus.
Speak up, sweetie.
I'm trying to speak up. I have a mask on.
I know, but unmask yourself. No, kidding. Don't. This is the heart for all the workers, by the way. We love you, and we appreciate you, and we value what you are doing on the front lines for us. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, and we pray for your safety.
Yes, thank you very much to all those who are helping in hospitals, emergency responders, paramedics, nurses, doctors. We're so grateful for all that you're doing. Dr. Chris here.
See?
Approves
I got a heart for you.
Approves of your work and your diligence.
Absolutely.
My glasses are fogging up.
Mine too, but it comes with the territory. Okay, we're talking about Contagion. First, I thought she wanted to do Outbreak, and I looked it up and I said, what? No.
No. Contagion.
Watched it last night, I did.
Yes. If you have not seen this yet, this is a movie from 2011, directed by Stephen Soderberg. And starring Matt Damon, Jude Law, Lawrence Fishburne. Oh, he's interesting, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, also accompanied by, again, Lawrence Fishburne, Marion Cotillard. She's French. Very French. She played, what was her name?
Some French chick. I can't remember.
Yeah, she's
a
brilliant actress. She was a hostage.
Oops, I'm not going to give too much away.
We gave it away. And also Gwyneth Paltrow and Kate Winslet. I wrote her down, but I wrote down Lawrence Fishburne twice. Sorry. There's an amazing ensemble cast in this film. Nobody really seems to be like the star of the movie.
It's kind of like how it would be, I think, if it were unfolding kind of like what it's doing now, except, of course, without the Hollywood drama aspect. What I liked is that it wasn't as dramatic as, it didn't play on that as much as like a movie like Outbreak had, which was more of I guess that's what it was. It was a thriller, basically.
Yeah.
And but this was more how it would seem like it would unfold on a pandemic such as what we're experiencing right now. I know your glasses are foggy.
I don't like being warm.
I can't see you if I put mine up. There we go. Oh, I can't see you now. They're fogging.
So what about this film reminds you of the present day crisis, Mom?
Well, okay, there's several things. This is how it sneaks up on you. But in the movie, it is faster to attach itself and to cause death. And we're in a similar situation in that they didn't know where it came from exactly, what I'm not real technical, so if I get that wrong, please forgive me, what the key factors for the disease was. But I found it intriguing that some of the political aspects with the CDC and WHO, and how they did not want private industries, private labs, to that were not category 4, whatever they call that, for isolation, to do anything with researching the disease. And I think because of that,
anyway.
Well, one guy did, definitely, but he still just, I'm not going to give away too much, but it was key in his doing that into, 1, progressing the storyline, and 2, finding a cure.
Yep.
And if he hadn't have done that, it would have taken much longer and the death toll would have been greater.
It's true.
And so the parallels that I see with that is, it's not really parallel, it's different in that they didn't want labs like his to examine it in the movie, but in real life, it was opened up in our country to private public in order to escalate or to rapidly find something,
to find
to
any
deal
kind
with
of
it.
cure at all. And
if
figure
you
out the solution.
right,
Right.
and I'm not going to go into political aspects of things because that's another issue altogether.
No.
But it shows what happens if you don't,
Yes.
and what some people do anyway.
Yeah, and it was very dramatic.
In that
The
regard.
quarantines were stricter. The lockdowns, of course, were done in such a way where it was kind of further along. The death rates were much higher, unfortunately, which is very sad. I mean, people were rationing food to the point where there were bread lines and they were running out of food from just
Being
the
robbed for
government
their food.
workers that were actually distributing rations from the back of National Guard trucks. I mean, that's how serious this film was. But one of the things that was really creepy about the disease that was spread from within this film was that it came from China.
From poorly
That was the
handled food
epicenter.
market.
From a poorly handled food market, and they discovered that the strain of this particular virus, what happened was it did evolve from a bat crossed with a pig. And that's actually very similar to the COVID-19 virus, which was a cross between another animal and a bat.
Yeah, well, it does show at the end. It gives you kind of a back look as to how it occurred. And it does give you kind of a sense of, well, it wasn't an artificial crossing. It was something that happened through nature. It was not a human organized or human and a human intention to cross the two to make this disease. It was not what they call a genetically modified or engineered disease. It was just something that happened in nature and how it adapted itself to the host. So yeah, it was interesting in that regard. I do have a few things to say just about the movie itself.
Yes.
And the movie itself showed different plot lines that were going on with Lawrence Fishburne, who was head of CDC, with the people he'd sent to the front lines, basically, in the area that first outbreak came in, and that was in Minnesota, for the United States. That's where it occurred. And the husband of the person who brought it over. And then the guy on the internet,
Jude Law.
Jude Law's character. Oh, how despicable!
Good looking, horribly.
No, he had bad teeth
weird.
in this one.
He did have really
I think that was
bad British teeth.
intentional.
They did. I mean, he looked like he was from some kind of like
Kiwi.
Little Rascals, like
He didn't have a little hair thing.
TV episode.
No.
It was like, wow, where'd you get those?
So it had some interesting resolution throughout these separate storylines. I mean, and then they had Jennifer Ewley's character.
She was awesome.
I loved her.
I loved her.
And that's Miss Jane Bennett. If you don't,
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
I'm not going to
Bennet.
give it away, but she's the hero. I love her.
Elizabeth Bennet. I love her. Anyway,
and she played Elizabeth Bennet.
Was that her name?
Did I tell you?
No, we're doing a video.
Grandpa, we're kind of busy. Sorry.
Anyway,
I love you, Grandpa.
Anyway,
I wanted to
I
tell you
didn't-
before I forget.
we
Hang on.
didn't. Lost my train of thought. Where is it?
I'll get it.
No, don't.
Here it is.
Oh, here it is.
Dun,
Dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun. Anyway, cut.
No, we're not cutting. We'll
Okay.
keep going. It's okay. No,
Lawrence Fishburne at the end. I mean, because there were accusations that the people that get got the antidote first were going to be the higher ups and the, you know, and if that's giving away part of it, I'm sorry. It's, you know, you can come to that logical conclusion anyway because it's simplistic, I think.
Yeah.
And but it doesn't resolve his character at the end. It implies.
You mean Jude Law's character?
No.
No. Wait. Well, who are we talking
Lawrence
about?
Fishburne.
Lawrence Fishburne. Okay.
And it doesn't resolve the character that you were trying to figure out her name, the French person.
Marianne Gauthier.
Whatever. French brie. Yeah. And croissant.
I took French.
I took Spanish. ¿Verdad? Yeah. Anyway. Es la verdad. So, oops, my nose is showing. There were some plot holes I felt could have been resolved better.
Yes.
But if you
there's
look
a
at it
few.
just as a possible outcome of an outbreak,
I know.
like, as we are doing here,
And how we would handle it.
and how it was could have been handled in the manner they did in the movie,
Mhm.
we could be really suffering now beyond what we're already doing.
I know.
And it's suffering enough.
One moment I really loved in the film was the moment when Matt Damon, after they figure out the vaccine and everybody's finally able to get it, and his daughter, the neighbor's son finally gets his vaccine. His daughter's going stir crazy from cabin fever. She wants to see this boy that
Social
she likes.
distancing.
Can't go to the prom.
Social distancing.
Because they have to have social distancing. Matt Damon arranges to have prom in their living room, gets her a brand new dress at the store, has the guy come over. I about cried.
Yeah,
I
that was
seriously
very
cried. I was
sensitive.
like, the humanity that's displayed in that was so touching.
I did like the viewpoint from his character because it showed it
I
like
know.
how we would be seeing it.
He was just such Matt Damon's performance was just fantastic. Like I looked at him and I was like, it doesn't look like a movie star. He looks like my Uncle Pat.
Mm-hmm.
Like this approachable person that I would have lived next door to.
Right.
He's just a dad trying to figure out things. His
And
wife
he's-
unfortunately cheated on him.
Yeah.
Got this virus, brought it over from
Before
her
the
international
cheating.
travel. No, it was happening all at the same time.
Well, she got the virus first,
Oh, I can't
and then
remember
the
the order.
layover on the way home.
Yeah, but I
Oh,
mean,
what an odd
his
turn.
his resilience through it was so inspiring in the way he just pushed through it. Thankfully, he was immune. But the way he protected his daughter and the way he persevered,
It seemed more real.
it seemed really real. Like this is what it would be like for me or
Mm-hmm.
for my friend. So that was one thing about this film that I'm so grateful that they focused on this everyday person
Mm-hmm.
trying to just get through this crisis and be a good human being in the middle of it.
And you don't expect, when you have big star names in a movie,
Mm-hmm.
you don't expect the outcomes of some of them the way
I
they've
know.
turned out.
Some of
And-
them I was like,
What?
what?
I
She's
know.
like the star. And wait, hold on.
What?
She's gone. She died of the thing. But
Yeah,
it's like halfway through the movie.
It's sad.
Why?
Mass graves. That was
I
the
know.
saddest part. It just for Clem. And did you, at the very I'm giving part away.
Sorry.
When she's in the mass hospital stadium thing, and she is obviously dying, and the guy
Yeah.
next to her is freezing, and something about getting the heat in there, not enough blankets, and she's dying. She's
Yeah.
trying to pass her coat over to warm him. Oh my gosh, makes me
I
reclined.
know. I like.
Oh, talk amongst yourselves. That was touching, and it's probably cheesy to some, but it was heartfelt.
It was, and that's why we highly recommend this movie.
And this is not for props, by the way. We wear these all the
Yeah,
time.
we've been wearing them. I should probably
When we're
wash
around
my gloved
other people.
hands because I touched my
Uh-huh.
mask.
Me too.
Anyway, we'll go ahead and let you be the judge of this film yourself. You can rent it on Amazon right now. It isn't free, per se, unless you have like I think it's on Netflix, but I know you can rent it on Amazon Prime for $3.99 right now. And I think it's on Hulu, so you can stream this film. We certainly don't want you to have it cause any stress for you right now if you're going through something maybe unfortunately. Oh, hang on. Maybe you've lost your job. Maybe you don't want to see this, but we do want to recommend it for just food for thought, to just help you, and so that you can kind of really consider that, wow, this coronavirus pandemic has certainly affected the state of our humanity and our economy.
Mm-hmm.
What are we going to do next? This is a great film to make you just think and stop and pause and reflect.
And it also gives across the importance of social distancing,
Exactly.
even if it is family.
Oh, I should be sitting further. Sorry.
Me too.
This is more like
I'll just
quirky.
have my head come in the screenshot. I miss you. Miss you too. I can't give you hugs. Hug. Anyway, one of the things I wanted to say briefly before we get off was that, I hate it when I forget.
Me too.
She was talking too long.
I'm sorry. It was important. But,
It's
I
okay.
said
It's
it.
okay. I love you anyway. No, we're not done. It'll come to me in a minute.
It will.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
This actually, I couldn't remember if it was outbreak or if it was, because I was telling Mom about it. I go, wait a minute, okay, who started it? And I looked it up.
started
I
what?
Googled the movie today because I wanted to find out, tell Mom about it, who was in
About
it.
this or outbreak?
About this one,
This one.
Contagion.
Okay.
And outbreak was mentioned because I thought of it anyway at the time instead. We do that over a certain age, okay?
My nose
Anyway,
itches.
don't scratch your face.
Oh my gosh.
That's one of the messages from Kate Winslet's
handle
character. Go like this.
Oh.
My point is if you Google it, you'll find that the stars from this show are giving public service announcement videos from their home with regard to this. And it's interesting. Each one takes a particular topic, and their characters are the ones that I thought those were the ones that characters took care of. We had, I think Lawrence Fishburne has one. I didn't see that one, but Matt Damon has a PSA. Jennifer Ely, who is basically the heroine, she has one, and it touches on the aspects of her character in the discussion of this public service announcement.
That's
So
pretty
please
amazing.
look it up. I know we have don't have a lot of time for this video.
We're running out of time.
But please look it up. You'll find it very enlightening. And do get a chance to watch this movie because it will not only let you think, but also reflect on how is my behavior reflective of this. Is it anything like it? And maybe we should change that.
Exactly.
Hearts to the helpers.
Amen. Definitely think about how you can help. Don't just stay in your cave, complaining about your cabin fever, eating too much junk, and streaming a ton of things. Please be considerate of each other.
And if you're bored, do crafts.
Or watch movies with mom.
your mom.
Exactly.
Watch the movies with your mom, which I do every
Yes.
night of the week. Getting a little tired of dancing and musicals. Although I do like Harold Hill.
Well, cool.
Another thing for the future, maybe a musical. We gotta go.
We gotta go. So anyway,
Bye.
please watch Contagion. Practice social distancing. Wear your mask if you can. Please wash your hands. And if you can't wash your hands, find some hand sanitizer. And also, please donate to Hope Worldwide to help those in need in those areas of the world that
And
just
if you run out
can't
of-
get that medical attention. They are helping a lot of people right now.
And if you run out of toilet paper, make your own bidet with a squirt bottle and water. And
Ew.
stream. Hey, it works.
Ew. On that note, have a good night. Be safe, and we'll see you next time.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
That ought to be